No more letting the government lie, tell all this bullshit to us. Selling all this fucking fake news to us, this propaganda, making people fearful shit. Fear to become their higher self. No more losses, man. God knows the understanding. G-Body, try me.
When I was young, big girl called me Oh Yellow just to piss me off. Ironically, Oh Yellow grew up in Oh Yellow, lost his dog. My niggas gone.
I do own the rights to this music. You hear, man? This shit gonna be real raw, real authentic. In the words of the guy Arsenal. Shout out to him. Raw and uncut, man. No protection. No K jelly. We going straight in.
Big boat.
We're in the blackout, controlling society.
Gonna be the whole lot of weed smoking, building, you know what I'm saying? Not just niggas throwing bricks at each other, you feel me? Really building, starting a foundation for spiritual growth, mental growth, physical growth, through health.
Somebody stop me. I see you watching. Asking where I been, nigga, I was here. Where the fuck were you when we were going through it? I was stressing how you was
with the movement.
I was going in.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man.
Y'all, we're here.
Some a little like how the intro gonna go, man. We here, man. We here. It's your boy, like I said, the God. Try me, the reason your mind escalate, man. Here with my brother from another mother, depending on what mother you talking about. You feel me? We all reside on Mother Earth. You feel me? But the gateway drug, he ain't here with me, man. Y'all give it up, man.
Yes,
gonna be doing a lot of co-signing, you know what I'm saying, with me on this, co-piloting. Hell, he might even drive this motherfucker sometimes. I might not always be here, you feel me? So get used to him. You know what I'm saying? We just getting the feel today, man, of what the people want, what the people need, man. We try to, you know, better structure the show, better structure the way we deliver it.
Facts.
So we're just gonna start with a couple topics, man. I don't know, man. I guess what should we get into, bro? What's the bullshit? First of all, I guess we can get into some good news.
Good news.
Yeah, we get into some good news right now.
Shit, man. You remember I was telling you, good news, man, on the lady, man. Found the cure for cancer.
Oh yeah.
Found the cure for cancer. Nanotechnology is really transforming in today's society, man. And hopefully she'll get these patents that she need. Talking mostly to the black billionaires out there.
Right.
Yeah. Get these backings for these patents that she needs, and we can get this thing up and going. Like, cause who doesn't need a cancer cure? Like,
and see, this the problem I be having with, like, these black billionaires and shit who don't jump behind shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got a lady right here that's fucking curing cancer, bro. You feel what I'm saying? For one, I know her life is at risk, because who the fuck, you see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't it be? You feel me? You killing cancer, you fucking attacking Big Pharma. They ain't about to have that shit. That's number one. And it's not like only her. What's the guy that was in, I think it was Flint, Michigan?
Yes.
And the guy in Flint, he built the fucking water machine. You feel what I'm saying? He could make water out of thin air. It was a whole machine. And he was just open to the public. You could come get free water. And they destroyed the machine. The machine got destroyed and shit.
Here we go right here.
Yeah, we had to pull up that clip. See if you can pull up that.
I found it right here. Where at least I found right now. the story on her. Just to reference her, her name is
For y'all listening, y'all might not get to see it, but
Hadiah Nicole Green. I'm
Hadiah
hoping
Green.
I'm pronouncing this sister's name right.
Yeah, you probably chopping it up, but it's close, close enough. But yeah, her, man.
She's 22 years old. 22 years old, and she's found the cure for cancer.
What's
Why
the
is
method?
this not in the news?
What's the method she was using? I think she was using
nanotechnology. She was using nanotechnology instead of using medicines that treat the symptoms. She was sending really nanites, what are called nanites, into the body and straight to the source of the cancer.
See, I was looking at some shit on the Greeks, you know what I'm saying, which they got a lot of their alchemy from out of Kemet, you know what I'm saying. For those who don't know, that's where the alchemy comes from. The name chemistry or chemistry comes from the name Kemet. That's where everybody went to learn alchemy. But anyway, it was a cup that they had got that they had found in Greece, and the cup they was using nanotechnology, like it was like flip-flop shit. They was using the gold, the color changed the cup. You see what I'm saying? So this is like ages ago they had nanotechnology. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's just on a small scale. That's just for like flip-flop paint basically is what they had. You see what I'm saying? But this is early on before, you know what I'm saying, any type of that technology. Yeah, we'll get a picture of her, man, on the screen, man.
Up there, man, so y'all can see it. Oh, let me see if I can get her. So they can see that.
Also, we got to get my guy's name. Put up
the Smiley Morning Show if you guys can see that.
I'll put it on the screen for him. We'll edit that in. Get our people to edit that in. But pull up the guy. What's the guy's name from Michigan that made the
man from Michigan?
Yeah, that made the water machine and shit. Like, there's no reason why. Like I said, these black billionaires, they be so quick to get behind another liquor, another sports fucking agency, a pair of sneakers or some shit, some clothes, but we got shit to cure our people and better our people, and nobody's getting behind them. It's fucking crazy. Like, put your money where your mouth is. That's how I know they be playing games. It's like they playing it safe. You know what I mean? Say they for the people, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
We'll find this man's name.
I'm talking about the Ye's, the Jay-Z's, the P. Diddy's. What the fuck really going on? All these white billionaires, they got some type of space program, some type of involvement in science.
Man's name is Moses.
You know what I mean?
I do believe it's Moses West. Let me read over here some more.
Make it so bad.
And somebody damaged his machine. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then it was like, I think he was saying that in order to damage the machine, like, you had to be an engineer. It's like, no, it wasn't an act of vandalism. Yes. Like, you had to know what you was doing to damage the machine, man. It's real crazy. What's that right there?
This is about Moses. This is Moses West. This is the man there who created the free clean water machine in Flint, Michigan, and then somehow it came up vandalized, you know. But the way that it was vandalized, like,
let me get that name again.
Like Trami was saying, his name is Moses West.
Moses West. But it's a brother.
Yeah,
black guy.
Yeah. He was a vet.
3 years
from the
as
Bahamas.
an Army Ranger.
This
then
is the
went
man
to
right
flight
here.
school and piloted the helicopters, including the Chinook. A combat injury sidelined his career, but didn't slow him down. After retiring from the military,
it's crazy, man.
But yeah, man, these people that are making impactful changes within not only our communities but within the world, man, these people need to be helped. These people need to be backed. This is pretty much the gist of what needs to go on. Help our community, like this podcast is about, man. But to help the society, man. And these people are getting really no recognition compared to the things that they give most of the recognition to today on TV, within the internet, or whatever, man. Like, these are the people that need our recognition, man. This is why this is our good news for today, man. Highlighting these black inventors, highlighting these black innovators. More so I should say, man. These black innovators, man. And
that's it, man.
That's
the best news you can have is innovation.
That's good news.
In the people. And it's hard to get that good news, period.
Yeah, man.
In this day and time, it's sad that it's hard to find
good news, man. Yeah, man. We look for a little bit on this news, man. Good news.
We're gonna close that segment out, man, with that though, man. But y'all go look at those people, man. Go look at those
in elementary school,
inventors, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call them, scientific breakthroughs. You know what I'm saying?
Oceans and atmosphere.
Lack of a better word, my mind's leaving me right now. But go support them, man. Those are who we need, man. Leading the people into how then this transcendence that's going on. Because that's what's going on. If you haven't felt it, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you better get your head in the book, man, because it's time, man.
Get rid of the be lost.
It's definitely time, man. So shit, I guess shit, we're going to fake news, man. This misinformation they got out here, bro.
Misinformation 101. Boom, 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 boom.
Propaganda can now be presented to the American public as factual news.
So in 2013, it was legalized in the United States to propagandize its citizens. What? Like, that's some scary third world stuff going on. That's the kind of stuff that people use to topple governments, to take away freedoms.
One of the topics I want to get on about this fake news shit, and I'm not going to necessarily call it fake news, but more so propaganda to put the people against each other. It's like, whenever we get closer and closer to being unified, they put out something, you feel what I'm saying, that separates us. You feel what I'm saying? Separate the people. Distractions and shit, you feel what I'm saying? First and foremost, like, for instance, the flat earth theory. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got hella flat earth theories and this map going around. Like, this is they getting this whole infirmament, you know what I'm saying, theory from. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a map. We'll get a picture of the map up on the screen and shit. It's a map of, like, it's a 2D image of a 3D object. You see what I'm saying? So what they're saying is the wall, the ice wall, is the edges of Antarctica. Because from the top of the planet, you wouldn't be able to see the bottom. So that's what the edges are. Now, see, the argument lies about what's in the middle of Antarctica. And that's what I agree with the flat earth theory. I do agree that there is, like, land masses that are hidden on this planet and they don't tell us about. You understand what I'm saying? And there's evidence of that. And I do believe that, you know what I mean, as far as where things are on the map isn't exactly what they say it is. But I don't think the earth is flat for a lot of reasons, you know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that in later episodes. But that's one thing I got to get on. I feel like is a fake news situation, along with the New World Order. It's more so propaganda, you know what I mean? Like, they making us hate the very thing that we need, you see what I'm saying, to transcend as a people, which is unification. And they're making people hate that, making you hate the world in order. The world in order is the world discipline, you see what I'm saying? The world structure. Not in their way, we got to do it in our way. You see what I'm saying? So don't hate New World Order, just hate their version of it. Learn that, know that, you know what I mean? Their version of New World Order, no, we don't need, but we do need the world in order, you know what I mean? Mentally and spiritually, you feel what I'm saying? We spiritually and mentally and physically need to all be on the same page. And financially, because that's how they're controlling us. You know what I mean? With this money, this magic slave dollar. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit is magical, man. Like, you can make anybody do what the fuck you want with a fucking money. You see what I'm saying? Whatever that money is, you feel what I'm saying? Whatever you put value in and hold value to, it'll have a hold over you. You know what I mean? And they make people slaves to that shit, whether it's material shit or money itself. You know what I mean? Or lifestyles. You know what I mean? People don't realize they're a slave to different lifestyles. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta have this type lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even necessarily gotta have the money. Especially females, mainly females, as long as they getting to live the lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Getting the benefits of the lifestyle. Got somebody putting the money in it. They don't give a fuck about where the bread come from. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just want the lifestyle. So we gotta get out of that, man. And that's how you get out of that slavery, man. Just like working a 9 to 5. That shit is like slavery haven't died. You feel what I'm saying? It's like this new age slavery we got. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's voluntary slavery. You working a 9 to 5, you working any type of job that's not your own, it's voluntary slavery. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're just getting paid. You're getting paid for it. Look up the definition of what slavery is. You feel what I'm saying? That's working very hard and benefiting someone else. You're not the owner of that company, so the owner of that company is benefiting off the workers. You see what I'm saying? So that it'll always be somebody benefiting off your hard work. That's your slave. I'm sorry to say. You see what I'm saying? And if you're gonna do that, do it to your standards. You see what I'm saying? That's why if I work a 9 to 5. Trust me, I know how it is. You got to do it to sustain life in the society that they put us in. But this shit is fucking a fucking spell on us. You know what I mean? This shit, and we gotta break free from it. Tell these motherfuckers no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, we not working these jobs, bro. No, we not goddamn. How the fuck you taking all this taxes out of my shit? I got a reason to say no. Like, hold up. You feel what I'm saying? It makes no sense why IRS is raping us like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. Then you got people being sold in Libya for $400 a piece. You see what I'm saying? Black people being sold in Libya, slaves being sold for $400 a piece. And we're not even gonna talk about the slave trade in America. You see what I'm saying? Like, kids being sold. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
to this day.
over 85,000 kids get lost in America a year. You feel what I'm saying? What type of shit is that?
How kids just getting lost like that in this day and age?
I think the number is even crazier than that. I want to say it's like 850,000, but I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah. But it's 85 something. You feel me? Crazy shit. Nigga, 10 is enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's weird, bro. It's a lot of weird shit, especially in fucking Hollywood going on.
Modern day standards.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Modern day
We're going to get deeper into this shit in later episodes. Say what?
But modern day standards, you really shouldn't even lose a person unless they want to be lost.
That's a fact.
As much tracking and camera work and shit as we got around here, man.
That's a fact, man. All these GPS, that's what the new age, that's what they're talking about, like what the mark of the beast is. You feel me? Like, the mark of the beast is really this chip they about to start putting in motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the mark of the beast, and you are the beast. You see what I'm saying? The beast that they're talking about is the human body. You see what I'm saying? That makeup. You feel what I'm saying? The 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. That's the 666 they're talking about. You understand? But that's on that physical level. If you're stuck on that physical mindset, that 3D mentality, you see what I'm saying? This third density mindset, that's who that's for. The beast that's gonna maintain this planet, this hell, this school. You see what I'm saying? That's what school means in Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? Hell. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we're going through hell. You're going through school. A lot of us going to repeat summer school, being left on this planet in the third density again. Or you're going to transcend to either fourth density. You see what I'm saying? Positive, or fourth density negative. You see what I'm saying? And if you're confused, your soul going in all these different directions, you ain't going to know where to choose. And you're going to be back on this motherfucking planet again. I'm not coming back. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not coming back. I don't know about y'all, but this is my last time coming back for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? To try to show y'all. This shit getting out of hand. This shit getting crazy. How much proof you need? You feel what I'm saying? Like, how much motherfucking proof you need? But we about to show y'all, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This shit is real deep. All that shit they told you in your Bibles, it's like all the shit they told these people in their religious books. Now that people are proving that this shit is real, it wasn't myth. It's like, ain't this what you wanted? You see what I'm saying? It's like now they're even more scared that, damn, Jesus really did come back from the dead. And he really did reincarnate. And he really, you see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Damn, I could do that too. If you tell a motherfucker they can reincarnate, right? Like a Christian, be like, oh, do you believe in reincarnation? They'll tell you no. But they believe in Christ or Jesus or Yeshua. You see what I'm saying? Like, he came back. You see what I'm saying? How can the very person you pray to, you see what I'm saying, what you're not supposed to be praying to, but the very person you pray to and base your religion, your mind, the state of mind of your religion, because that's the way y'all practicing it ain't the right way. And we're going to get into that in later episodes. But to have that state of mind, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's your savior. And then to not believe in what he did and to think you could do it too. And he said you a reflection of him. Like, what the fuck are y'all reading in the Bible? Because you see what I'm saying? Y'all ain't reading the Bible, but I'm reading.
You ain't reading into it.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't reading into it. You feel what I'm saying? You just listening to what that pastor told you, who's a Mason. You see what I'm saying? And telling you what structure to keep you hot damn a sheep. You see what I'm saying? What he been told to tell you. It never goes at the lines, just like Black History Month. It never goes at the line of that same Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. It never goes at the lines of them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't learn about the Huey P. Newtons. You see what I'm saying? The Nat Turners. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't learn about shit like that. The Shaka Zulus, the King Pies, the Keeping. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't learn about that. That's why you got to change the narrative, man. We got to change this shit. They trying to keep us bubbled in, locked in. And the biggest problem, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go in deeper in later episodes, like I said, is like you got black people mad that they came first and can't find themselves, and you got white people mad that they came last, and that's why they trying to dominate the world. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is all about. That's what this whole fight is all about. You see what I'm saying? And the two fights is fucking stupid, because when you think about it, neither one of us came first and nobody ever come last. There's always be something after you. You see what I'm saying? And it was always something before you. So the whole argument is fucking dumb. And you got the two most powerful races on the planet biting at each other. The head biting the tail, so everything dies in between. It's stupid. You feel what I'm saying? It's all part of their plan. You feel what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers that's really on top is the people that look just like you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they don't really want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. The very people that's in control of the world, you see what I'm saying? The elites that's at the top, that showed the motherfuckers that you think is in control how to control you. Yeah, they look just like us. I'm talking about us, black people. They look like us. How can you at the same time say something that's so powerful? Oh, we the most powerful beings on the planet. You see what I'm saying? We the most educated. We had all the knowledge. We had all this, that, and then turn around and say that something less of you, according to you, something less of you took over you and now is in control of the world. What sense do that make? You see what I'm saying? I call it double reverse psychology. You feel what I'm saying? The mask behind the mask behind the mask. Watch Scooby-Doo. They never pulled off one mask.
Yeah, you're right.
You feel what I'm saying? It was layers upon layers of hot damn mischief and illusions. You feel what I'm saying? To make you goddamn, this is double reverse psychology, bro. That's all it is. The consciousness has no color. You feel what I'm saying? The soul has no color. It is some motherfucking beings on this planet that don't have souls or don't have come from the same thing as you. You see what I'm saying? But in the law of one, in the universal law, everything is everything. You see what I'm saying? Everything is God. Everything is one. So how can nothing not be God, or within God, or within the mind of God? Because that's what this is. That's what we all doing. You see what I'm saying? This is the most highest energy experience in life through the vessels that you see what I'm saying, that he created, that he manifested, that he thought of. You feel what I'm saying? So go out there and be your God. Be the highest version of yourself. That's what we're supposed to be. Everybody has the same purpose on this planet. You just use your tools. You confuse your tools that you're supposed to be using to serve your purpose with your purpose. Your tools aren't your purpose. Rapping ain't your purpose. You see what I'm saying? That's how you get to your purpose, get to your higher self. That's how you express the highest version of yourself, then do art. You see what I'm saying? But art isn't your purpose. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We getting that confused with that. Reach the highest version of yourself. That's your God self. You know what I'm saying? Your God mind. Get in tune with that penal. Get in tune with your, you know what I'm saying, better health in your diet and shit like that. You feel me? That's what we're going to be getting into, man, in these episodes, man. And next, that bring me to health news, man. Lately, I don't know if y'all been seeing lately, strawberries been real popular. You feel what I'm saying? They even came out with the Popeyes biscuit.
Yeah,
with the strawberry biscuit.
Yeah.
You got strawberry Hennessy out. You feel what I'm saying? They got strawberry Hennessy. McDonald's came out with the strawberry McFlurry. Yeah, a lot of strawberry shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? Then you look up the FDA shit, and they got a hit out on strawberries for giving out salmonella. You feel what I'm saying? But strawberries like the most, it's like a recall on strawberries. Yeah, organic strawberries, a recall on them. But you got a strawberry product in just about every, you know what I'm saying, fast food chain. And they try to kill us. Hey, this food shit, bro, like, y'all got to get serious about this food shit, man. Like, people be on me like I be trying to talk shit like about this vegan shit. The reason I'm vegan, you feel what I'm saying? Like the reason I went vegan is because of all the extra shit they put in the food. It has nothing to do with, you see what I'm saying, like me shitting on meat. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, fuck you, you killing animals type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Do what you do. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm a person who weighs out the better options. You see what I'm saying? It started with me cutting out pork. You feel what I'm saying? Like 15 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? I cut out pork. So it's like, after that shit, it was meat, because meat was giving me gallstones. You see what I'm saying? And fucking up my kidneys and shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so I cut out red meat and shit like that. So it's red meat and pork, and the pork situation was just because it had no health benefits. Like, you look it up, pork just has no health benefits. It just fills you up. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So those are two things I cut out first, and it was like, I was just more conscious of how damn, like, weighing out my options. If it don't benefit me, why do I need it in my body? You see what I'm saying? That's where it came to with that. And then just start studying shit that do what you really need and what you don't need. You feel what I'm saying? Just studying other shit like animals and shit like that. Like gorillas and shit that's vegan, basically. Biggest shit. Elephants, biggest shit. You see what I'm saying? All the plant-eating dinosaurs was most of the biggest dinosaurs that you had. You see what I'm saying? In the kingdom, if you believe in dinosaurs anyway, the whole dinosaur shit is fucking crazy. But I don't think it's a thing about if you believe in them or not. It's more so what happened to them. And I'll come back to that. But with this food, man, like, it's crazy because my motto is, when you look on the back of that label, if you can't read it, you shouldn't eat it. Like, you feel me? If you can't read it, you can't spell it, you shouldn't eat that shit, man. It's simple as that. Like, people be playing with life with that shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, don't eat what you can't pronounce. So when you look on that shit, you look at the ingredients and they got a bunch of shit, like, that's the poison, bro. You don't need that shit. The ingredient should be the product. You bought peanut butter, it should be peanuts as the ingredients. You feel what I'm saying? You bought almond milk, it should be almonds and fucking water, so on and so forth. Like, all that extra shit is preservatives to preserve the fucking food. You see what I'm saying? And not break it down like it's supposed to be. Now, when you think about that, what's happening is your body's not digesting the food like it's supposed to because it got these so-called preservatives in it, and the food's not being broke down. So it's sitting in your stomach and your bowels longer than it's supposed to. You see what I'm saying? Fermenting. You see what I'm saying? And turning into another chemical. And that's how you get sick and all these different diseases and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Making your shit acidic, sitting in your stomach. And then they putting shit in the vegetables now. Then they trying to put out all these different meal preps. You see this shit? They got all these meal prep ads. Everybody got a meal prep now. You see what I'm saying? This is what they trying to convert people to. Oh, this is the more healthier way. This is the more saving food saving way. So they could feed you. So they could tell you what to eat and put that shit in your food. Put that shit in your so-called cooked food. Pumping it with radiation with these microwaves. Stop using them fucking microwaves. Giving your kids cancer. Activating them cancer cells, man. On top of the fact you ain't grounding. So your blood cells is clumped together. It's crazy, man. Trying to keep us away from our natural elements on this planet, man. Everybody, man. Everybody entitled to hot damn being higher self. That's how I feel. I feel like it's a lower self state of mind to say that it's only one race, one being on this planet entitled to being higher self. That's stupid. That's a lower self way of thinking. Do I believe everybody should be unified with everybody? No. You see what I'm saying? Because some souls ain't on that level. You feel what I'm saying? The right souls are speaking the right languages to each other. Those who should transcend together. Straight like that. People who know which direction they want to go in. Understand the laws of polarity, the universal law. You know what I mean? Ain't no left or right. All these other different directions, north, east, north. Man, it's a positive and negative, man. North is south. East is west. It's the same thing. We living on the ball. You go north long enough, you're going to end up south. Shit. Same thing with hot or cold. It's about degrees, man. 0 degrees is hotter than negative 30 degrees, but it's still cold. But it's hot. Depending on perspective and not perception. People perceive the world, but they don't know how to, you know what I mean? The perception of shit. Know how to look through the eyes of other people. And that's what it's about. Looking at it through the eyes of other people, then you realize, shit, they just like me. People are a reflection of you. They just alternate versions of self, man. That's what you gotta realize. We all come from one source. So the motherfucker that you see being a higher or lower version of what you would or wouldn't do, that's just an alternate version of yourself. Living simultaneously as you're living. And once you grasp that, you live through life, man, more humble and more loving of people and life in itself. It's you know what I'm saying? It's impersonal love, just for life. Knowing that shit in everybody, everything's living. That's the inner standing. People ask me what that is, what the inner standing is. Basically, I feel like it's how it is. Like, you have an understanding of things because it's knowledge that was above what you knew. So you're under that. You see what I'm saying? That's an understanding. You know what I mean? And then you get an overstanding. You feel what I'm saying? When you trump the knowledge that you didn't know before. You see what I'm saying? Now it's an overstanding. You feel me? And then you get an understanding when the knowledge comes from within and you just know. You see what I'm saying? After that, you just know. Because it's a feeling. You know what I mean? You get so in tune with right and being righteous and being on the right path that wrong becomes allergic, like an allergic reaction to you. You become allergic to that shit. So you just know. You just know when things are right. Because the feeling of wrong is absent. You know what I mean? Like they tell us like you're supposed to get immune to the certain diseases and stuff like that. But when you get immune to it, then you don't know that it's in you or not. You feel what I'm saying? But when you never come in contact with it, you get like that shit make you sick being around it. That's how we supposed to be. You don't need to get immune to no type of negativity. That shit's supposed to feel like an allergic reaction. And that's what we're not doing on this planet. So everybody's getting pulled in these different directions. You feel what I'm saying? Because negativity feels too familiar. It's oh so familiar. It shouldn't be familiar. That's the problem. That's the problem with the planet, man. But I'm trying to get you to that understanding to know that this shit going wrong, but we gonna get it right. It's up to us, though. It's up to us for real, bro. Man, we gonna get into it. Show you where we come from. And all these people keep finding these this shit, you know what I mean? These artifacts. They keep finding these artifacts and everybody keeps saying they're Egyptian. Yes and no. One thing you gotta understand, it all starts with knowing the terminology of these different beings. Like the Anunnaki just means descender from above. Those who came from outside of this planet. That's the Anunnaki. So there's all types of different entities of the Anunnaki. Some of us was us, the Adamu, the Gigi, the reptilians, the Sasquatch. You had the bird people, you had the dolphin people, you had the mermaids. There's all these different entities. You see what I'm saying? The light beings, the fifth dimensional beings, sixth dimension. You had all these different entities. You see what I'm saying? That was the Anunnaki that came from descendants from above. That's the Anunnaki. Then you have what we call the Atlanteans. Those were people who inhabited the land of this water planet. You see what I'm saying? So everywhere you step was Atlantis. Everywhere is Atlantis. They inhabited. They were called the Atlanteans. If you lived on this planet, you were an Atlantean. Because you got to think that these higher ups, they had jurisdiction over planets. You see what I'm saying? So think of a mind, if you own a country. You see what I'm saying? If you own a country, and then you have a state in the capital. You feel what I'm saying? Well, they owned the planet, which was like their country. You feel what I'm saying? Then they had a hot damn state, which was like Atlantis. You see what I'm saying? Or a continent, which was Atlantis. And then you had the hot damn country, which was the capital, hot damn, which was that circular city. You see what I'm saying? If you break it down like that, think of it like that. So that's what it was. So everybody on this planet is Atlanteans. You see what I'm saying? The children of Adam, the so-called Israelites, which came from the Anunnaki. You know what I mean? Enlil, the modifications of humans and stuff. I'm gonna get into that in later episodes. But that's where we all come from. You feel what I'm saying? Descendants from above. Somebody descended from, it was from outside this planet. Everything in you came from outside this planet. Everybody on this planet is an alien. You understand? So you got them, the Anunnaki. So everything's Atlantean. Then the Atlanteans, after multiple wars and shit like that, the planets get destroyed multiple times, and then we turned into what we call Kemet. That's when Thoth took the priests from Atlantis. You see what I'm saying? That remained in the children of Adam, and he started Kemet. You understand? And then Kemet changed it to Egypt in later times, and split in the Nubia before that. You feel what I'm saying? Personally, I feel like Nubia came before Egypt, and that's what they wrote out of the text. But I'll get into that in the later episodes about my argument on that. But anyway, you know what I mean? And that transcend, but you got to understand, we was already everywhere. You see what I'm saying? And the same doctrine that we call it Egyptian doctrine was actually Atlantean doctrine first. All the glyphs, the gods and different deities, you know what I mean? Like all those was Atlantean first. So when you see in these different places on the planet, you see what I'm saying, with these same artifacts, that's because we was everywhere. You know what I mean? We was everywhere already on the planet. And when the planet got restored again with Thoth, he sent out his people to gentrify the planet again in those same places. You see what I'm saying? And that's why stuff got rebuilt around them that was already built. And you got evidence of that in with the Aztecs and the Olmecs. They know they didn't build those pyramids. They was already built by higher deities. And they just inhabited them and started their own religions based off those. You see what I'm saying? Deities. So you got to keep that in mind. That's how that whole thing is. So I say that to say, when you see all these artifacts in America, you see what I'm saying? They be like, oh, we was in America first. Oh, we was in Africa. Oh, no, we was everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? We was everywhere. This shit was where what? We was in Antarctica. And me personally, I feel like Antarctica is where the start of all this shit was. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I got froze over. You know what I mean? And it's like they said, they think it's ice walls. That's like ice walls that's guarding the edge of the earth. No, it's the ice walls that's keeping that circular city that it can't nobody find. You see what I'm saying? Guarded. You see what I'm saying? By the last of the Atlanteans, or the children of Israel, if you want to call them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why it's so close to, you see all the artifacts and shit in cities that's all throughout South America. You see what I'm saying? And the aliens and shit they found in Peru. You got to look up, it's a whole documentary on the Gaia channel. Yeah, look this up on the Gaia channel. It's I forget the name of that documentary, man. It's I want to say it's Nazca something, man, but it's about them finding, they found the whole real alien. There was like 3 of them, man. The whole Tomb Raider dude, he had found them and brought them to him, and they did tests. They did the DNA test, and the alien ended up being 25% human and like 75% alien. It's crazy, but they found it in Peru. Anyway, that's where a lot of these cities and stuff is being found in South America, in the Amazon and stuff. And a lot of people don't realize that the Amazon is super close, like super close, man. Like a boat trip to Antarctica. You see what I'm saying? It was wrote on maps. Antarctica was wrote on maps in the 1500s before they even discovered it. And it was close as hell to Antarctica, and it had animals and shit, tropical terrain and shit. You see what I'm saying on it? You understand what I'm saying? So, and then you got the old dinosaur thing that don't make sense. Antarctica, South America. You see what I'm saying? And the aliens and shit they found in Peru. You got to look up. It's a whole documentary on the Gaia channel. Yeah, look this up on the Gaia channel. It's I forget the name of that documentary, man. It's I want to say it's Nazca something, man. But it's about them finding they found the whole real alien. There was like 3 of them, man. The whole Tomb Raider dude. He had found them and brought them to him, and they did tests. They did the DNA test, and the alien ended up being 25% human and like 75% alien. It's crazy, but they found it in Peru. Anyway, that's where a lot of these cities and stuff is being found in South America, in the Amazon and stuff. And a lot of people don't realize that the Amazon is super close, man. Like a boat trip to Antarctica. You see what I'm saying? And it was wrote on maps. Antarctica was wrote on maps in the 1500s before they even discovered it. And it was close as hell to Antarctica, and it had animals and shit, tropical terrain and shit. You see what I'm saying on it? You understand what I'm saying? So, and then you got the old dinosaur thing that don't make sense. Antarctica and the dinosaur thing is what's fishy, and I feel like that's where the dinosaurs are, in Antarctica. And they iced them out. They put an ice thing around them so they'll stay. You feel what I'm saying? That shit got out of control. That was too big for the humans on this planet. This is just my theory. And that's where a lot of them are. And in the hollow earth. And I say that because they say dinosaurs went extinct around 55 million years ago? No, 60 million years ago, and mammals was around 155 million years ago. But the mammals are still around and the dinosaurs gone. Then they say dinosaurs more closely related than birds than fucking lizards, but the birds still around. You feel me? So it's like, that shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Either we lied about what dinosaurs really are, or they never existed. And I think they lying about what they really are and where they are. Because how is a rhino or a hippo or an alligator or a crocodile not a dinosaur? This is my theories, though. You know what I'm saying? Types of topics we're going to be talking about, man. Bud, just step back in, man.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna take care of some shit real quick, but I'm back.
I'm back, man.
I'm also black, so y'all might not see me on the camera, but shit,
I was just going in a little bit about a little bit of everything, really, but like I was telling them about this motherfucking the food is what I started with. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't read it, don't eat it.
Oh yeah, can't read it, don't eat it. That's gonna be the new challenge for the internet.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's
if you can't read it, don't eat it.
Can't read it, don't eat it.
You feel what I'm saying? But they doing shit with our DNA, like I was saying about that mark of the beast shit. You feel what I'm saying? They want to put chips in us and mark the beast. You see what I'm saying, on this planet. And then you have like different spells and shit they putting on motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Spiritually and physically, to keep them tied to the shit on this planet. You see what I'm saying? They main tie starts with money. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of blood sacrifices is over money. You feel what I'm saying? The material thing. They want you tied to the material of this world and not to the world itself, the planet itself, in tune with this planet. Everything you need, you was born with, man. Everything you need, you was born with.
That's exactly why they start poisoning the food.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
feeding us.
It changed your DNA.
Through
Yeah.
entertainment.
And
what you think is entertaining,
yeah, that shit
most of the time,
yeah.
is a detriment to your spiritual vibration.
That's a
Don't
fact.
believe the words have power. Once again, another reference. We're gonna get this popped up on the screen. There was a Japanese scientist who did an experiment with pure water, right? Nasty, they look dirty like you. So in that experiment, that was just one experiment where you could see that words have positivity. And if you ever watched the experiments on vibrations and the stuff called ferrofluid, for those of you who don't know what ferrofluid is, think of the venom from Spider-Man. If you could put that in a speaker or over a speaker and then watch how it reacts to sound, you can see that words and sounds actually have physical effects in the physical world that you can't see. That's how spells and things like that come about. For those of you who don't really believe in spells, those are real things. Like those are real things. And most things that I'm saying, or pretty much everything that I'm saying, you can look it up. For those of you who know how to use Google, Google it. Like it's right there for you. They put this stuff right in front of you.
People get confused over these symbols, like I was explaining about the 666. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's simply like our genetic makeup in the physical, but it's being used against us for bad things and keeping us tied to the physical. Now you see what I'm saying? And they put bad juju on it. That's my word for it. Put bad juju on it. And they do this with a lot of our symbols. The 5-point star was made evil. You see what I'm saying? It has good meaning to it.
The swastika.
6-point star.
Yeah, the 6-point star.
The swastika. You see what I'm saying? They tie all these bad meanings to good things, good symbols. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the cross.
The cross is really like what a lot of people don't know. The cross is really a 2D image. You see what I'm saying, of a 3D object. Once again, you see what I'm saying, and it represents the cross going through the brain. Going through this way, you see what I'm saying? Above the, right behind the temples, you see what I'm saying? And the cross right here through the eye, meeting at the pineal gland, the cave of Brahma. You see what I'm saying? And that comes from Krishna. That's where you get your Christ from. You see what I'm saying? And your fluid that goes down your 33 vertebrae or your Jacob's ladder. You see what I'm saying? He didn't really let down no ladder for angels that already had wings. He was letting down talking about the ladder for your fluid that comes out of your brain and goes down to Jordan. And he's crucified. And crucified means to multiply times 1,000. And when you multiply those 1,000 times 33, what you get? 33,000. And then you add your fluid, your 10,000 to it. You see what I'm saying? And then you get 144 with a 44,000 hertz. That's what it's talking about. We're supposed to get our brain frequency to 44,000 hertz and transcend that God state of mind. That's what it's talking about. Christ is a fluid. Christ is a state of mind. It's not a person. The second coming is people that's coming into this state of mind. That's the second coming. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. And this cast, we're gonna bring it up, man. It was I'm gonna pull it up. It was a guy in the 80s, in 81, and he was talking about like all these new souls entering. You feel what I'm saying? Like the old souls entering back in to help y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody born from 81 until like 95, you see what I'm saying? Like you the new souls, you feel what I'm saying? Entering this shit. You the old souls entering this shit to help us, to help again. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I done been here too many times. I ain't coming back no more. Said it once, say it again. You feel me? Enough's enough. It's time to get right, get our minds right, man. Break the curses. You feel what I'm saying? Break the curses, for real.
Any soul coming in since 1985, really I would say 1980, is an old soul. They are here to fight, but in a way that you don't even understand. They are here to reawaken you, to help get guidance, and they all must be centered. You cannot leave those souls alone. They did not come here to be left alone. If you leave them alone, they will come into the material of the animal body and they will fight and kill. They have done it before, they will do it again. If you guide them, they will not be abused by computers. They master computers. In fact, it kicks in their neuron centers faster. The sounds that you hear on the air in rap, the rap is only the soul that is very angry, and it needs to be angry because it needs that strength of, again, the, the gland of fight and flight. Can't think of the gland right now I'm talking about. It needs that kind of a quickening and awakening. But it also needs a time for peace and quiet. And you will find once they go through that, they suddenly fall asleep, and they sleep very deeply, because that is also to bring balance. But mark my word, none of these children are weak. These children are strong beyond belief, and they can take things that you could not take. That's why they chose this time of birth. They can be very good, they can be very bad.
We gotta change the narrative. They want us to be submissive to this shit. Like, nah. Once we say no, which is what y'all don't want to do, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody talk about change. Like, people don't want to give up that soft bed. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna take, man. You feel what I'm saying? That comfort, minimalize, simplify. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna take to tell them that, motherfucker, I don't need you. You feel what I'm saying? Once people if you realize your true self, you see what I'm saying, found happiness on your own within self, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you'll realize you don't need none of that shit. And so when it does get taken from you, because it is going to get taken from you, you see what I'm saying? You won't be the person that goes and commits suicide. You see what I'm saying? Or the person that dies from starvation because they done been so used to this goddamn bullshit that they putting out here, and body done got so used to that bullshit that it makes you starve like within 2 weeks of not having that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And eating what you got to survive off of. They done made you dependable on them. And you just falling into it. Good puppet. Good slave. Like, it's different when you know the Matrix and you playing the Matrix and then being in the Matrix and being a part of the Matrix. Being a CPU. Some of y'all are just extras, like y'all CPUs, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all just computers. Bots. And then you got other motherfuckers that's like in GTA mode, motherfucker. Creative players. You feel me? Avatars. We ain't come to play. I ain't come to play. This shit been over. I've been trying to tell people since I was in high school. Since I was in high school, like on that Dr. York heavy. Open my mind up to what this world really is. You feel what I'm saying? At 13, when my uncle put me up on those conspiracy theories. You feel me? This shit real out here, man. This world dirty. They playing a dirty game, man. A dirty, dirty game, man. Misguiding our kids. You feel what I'm saying? All this perverted shit, this pedophile shit they got going on in the school systems, in these churches. It's crazy, man. We gotta do something about it. They lied to us about the COVID shit. Oh my God. Killing people for no reason. Telling us we crazy. Telling us, and that's another thing, like, bro, like, if it's facts, you see what I'm saying, behind this shit, and it's truth behind this shit, it's not a fucking theory. You see what I'm saying? It's not a conspiracy unless it's negative shit that's trying to bring somebody down. Facts are facts. You see what I'm saying? And what it is what it is, and what it ain't. Simple as that. Like, you can't call something that's not a idea that hasn't been proven a theory. This shit is happening right before our eyes. Yes, they do have chemicals that they spray in the air. They talk about it. Yeah. They talk about it. They've been talked about it. Look up this material. What is it called? Oh man. What's the name of it? But anyway, I'm gonna look up the name. But it's a material that they put in the sky, and it's this thinner than your hair, like thinner than a goddamn strand of hair. but stronger than steel. You feel what I'm saying? And it could be turned into powder form, and it could be put into your DNA. You see what I'm saying? You could breathe it in, and it could transform your DNA. You see what I'm saying? Like, and damage your DNA. That's what they want to do, bro. Because they know we all about to transcend our DNA. They talking about this new third strand. We been had a third strand of DNA. Dr. York was talking about a third strand of DNA in 95. Gave him 135 years. For some bullshit. That you could get a max of 50 years for, if that. Because he was speaking the truth. Telling the truth. That's some pumpkin seeds you in the background. Get my libido up. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But always be aware of this double reverse psychology thing they got going on, man. Tell you one thing to think one thing, to hide from one thing. Because the thing that they can't do is overpower you. They can't overpower us. Spiritually, they can't overpower us. You know who they are. You know who I'm talking to. They can't overpower us. All they could do is hide your power from you, and that's what they've been doing all this time, hiding our power from us. Once you realize what your power is, oh, man. It's over for them. They know that shit. That's why they running. That's why they running. That's why they trying to get up out of here. Can't. Yeah, you got to stay here with us. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for what you done. Yeah. Done lied to people. Told them they is who they ain't. Putting everybody against each other, man. But the ultimate consciousness has one color. Do you come from that? Or you still trying to break through the shock?
No more losses.
It looks like you lost another one.
Losses make bosses. In the winds, the beginning of a life that never ends. Losses make bosses. They try to take out all the real, cause niggas hate what they feel. Losses make bosses. In the winds, the beginning of a life that never ends. Losses make bosses, yeah. Losses make bosses, yeah. When I was young, big bro called me Oh Yellow just to piss me off. Ironically, Oh Yellow grew up and Oh Yellow lost his dog. My nigga gone. Not forever, just his flesh. A couple niggas thinking that they good cause they ain't gone yet. That's monkey business. I'm an elephant. Elephants don't forget them right.